and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 12. Oh my god, we've made it through Vlogmas 2021. Done and fork and dusted. I cannot even believe that we have made it through the entire month of December. I feel like this entire month has just flown by. I feel like it's just been so busy and so crazy and so hectic. But I just loved every second of it, and Vlogmas this year I feel like was so different than last year because last year was my first Vlogmas that I've ever done. I feel like I had no idea where to start, who would even be watching my videos, if anyone would even care what I had to say. And while definitely there are still aspects of that on some days I'm like, do people even care about what I'm posting? Will this even matter to some people? It is just such a nice feeling to know that I've built such a community of amazing men and women around me that support me and love me and are here for me and have just seen me go through this entire journey. The past year has been so absolutely incredible. So before we even dive into this video, I just want to give a big thank you to all of you who have been here through this entire process. I am so entirely grateful that there are people like you out here who are watching my videos that care about me, care about the content that I'm putting out into the world. I literally love doing this. It is such a passion of mine, and so the fact that I have people like you guys here watching these videos, staying up to date on everything, caring about what I have to say is just mind-boggling to me and so amazing. So I'm so appreciative and grateful for all of you, and you have made 2021 so absolutely incredible. But today is our last day of Vlogmas. It is the last video that I'm going to be posting in 2021, and as like every single new year, the new year is going to bring around so many new people and new faces, so I figured it would be more than appropriate for my last video of Vlogmas and my last video of the year to be a bunch of tips from you guys for beginners who will be stepping foot into the gym. So on my Instagram, I popped up a little question box and I asked you guys what you wish you knew when you first started your fitness and your health journey. What are some things you wish you knew when you first started going to the gym? So I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite ones that you guys posted and commented onto that question box. And then if I feel like there's any other area that we missed, I'll cover that and I'll go over some of my top tips for anyone who may be stepping foot into the gym for the first time in 2022. Because let me tell you, we have all been there. We've all been beginners in the gym. It has been so intimidating and overwhelming and stressful for every single person that first time they step foot in the gym, or maybe it still is for you when you step foot into the gym. So having some of these tips and tricks from people that have gone through this awkward phase and how did they get through it, and just some things to be aware of that we wish we knew when we first started going to the gym. With that being said, let's get going into this video. So I took some of my favorite things that you guys said on my Instagram, and like I said, then afterwards I'm going to be going over anything else that I feel like we have missed to make sure I cover all of my bases and you guys get the 411 on the things that you need to be aware of as we go into the gym for the first time. So one of my favorite things that someone put up was, you will not see results right away, and that is okay. I think that this is so incredibly true. I think every single person, when they start going to the gym, they have this expectation of what it's going to look like. They have this expectation that they're going to start going to the gym 3 to 5 times every single week, and that they're going to see X, Y, and Z as their results, and they plan on seeing that within this amount of time, and that's not always the case. I think it can be so frustrating when you start going to the gym that in the beginning, you're like, okay, I'm 1 week in and I haven't seen any changes physically in my body. What's wrong with me? Absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. That is so common. You are not going to see results right away. Results will not happen every single night. Something I tell my clients is that if it was easy, every single person would do it. If it is something that one day you could show up in the gym and the next day you have the physique you've always wanted, everyone would do it. No one would not go to the gym, but it's not always easy. You definitely won't see results overnight, and that is totally okay. It's not something that you should stress about or beat yourself up about. So I thought that was a really good point to make, because I know I've been there. I know I can still get into that mindset, and I know so many new people going to the gym go through that same mindset as well. I got this one a ton, and so I'm going to kind of group it together. Prioritizing your form instead of lifting heavy weights is so important. Light weights can also give you a bomb workout. This is so true. This is one of the biggest things I got when I put up this question box on my Instagram. So many people said to make sure you are prioritizing your form form and not worrying about lifting as heavy as you can. Definitely when you go into the gym, you feel like everyone is staring at you. You feel like all of these eyes are on you. You feel like you need to lift heavy to prove yourself, to prove that you belong in the gym. And so when you are going into the gym, you may be putting up weight that you've never done before. You may be trying to overdo it, or ego lift as I like to call it, and you kind of let your ego get the best of you, and that's a lot of times when injury happens. So one of the biggest things I can say, male, women, it doesn't matter, is please make sure you're prioritizing your form over your weight. You do not have to be maxing out every single workout. You do not have to be lifting as heavy as physically possible every single time you step foot into the gym. It is so much more important to be focusing on your form, focusing on getting the full range of motion, focus on making sure you're using the right muscles for the right movements, and not just trying to lift as much as physically possible. While yes, a part of strength training is to progressively start to increase your weight, you definitely want to make sure you're doing that while keeping your form good. By jeopardizing your form in order to be able to lift heavy, you're actually just risking injury. So it'd be much, much safer and would make a lot more sense for you to just slowly but surely start to increase your weight, and that way you are able to lift the heavy weights but also keep your form good and keep yourself safe in the process. I think that's a huge tip for beginners heading into the gym, is really make sure you're prioritizing your form. Don't worry about how much you're lifting compared to anyone else in the gym. Another one that I did get a decent amount, and this is something that I strongly believe in, is that less movement but at a proper rep range is far better than trying to force high volume on multiple different exercises. So what this person is trying to say, that it is better for you to take 3 to 5 movements and really push yourself through those movements. Make sure you're working through the full range of motion. Make sure you're working through the right rep range based off of your goals. It makes more sense for you to do 3 to 5 movements and really focus on those movements, focus on getting the full range of motion, focus on pushing your weights through those movements, then do like 15 different exercises. I can't tell you how many people, especially as they go into the gym, they think that the more exercises they're doing, the better their workout is, and that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes you could be getting the best workout in the entire world by using 5 different exercises, and if you're doing 15 to 20, you're not getting the most out of your movements. You're not pushing your muscles as much as you should be or could be, and so more does not always mean better. So I think that's a great tip, is that it makes more sense for you to pick 3 to 5 key movements, really work on those, really focus on those, lift heavy, keep your form good, then pick 15 to 20 movements and be really just trying to push yourself, and you're either over fatiguing your muscles or you're not even getting the desired results that you want because you're not allowing yourself to work to your most potential at those different exercises. And the last one that I wanted to pull from my Instagram is something that I think can be so overlooked, and that is stick to the basics. I think that so many people think when they need to go into the gym, they need to have this complex plan, and I think that very similarly goes to what I just talked about, is that more doesn't always mean better. Really super complex movements, while there are a time and place for them, that doesn't make it a better workout than maybe someone who is doing the basics. Some of your basic compound movements, your squats, your deadlifts, your chest presses, those are some of the most impactful workouts that you could do throughout the course of your workout. So while yeah, all of these crazy, fun, exciting new workouts that you might be seeing could be beneficial for you, that doesn't mean that they're better than some of the basic exercises. So especially as you're stepping foot for the gym into the first time, don't be over focused on, oh, I need to build up to these super crazy compound intense movements. Really just focus on the basics, stick to the basics, build off of those, and that is going to be giving you such a good foundation to build off of. I think if you're jumping right into all these crazy complex movements, you're losing all of that foundation and you have nothing to build on. So kind of work from the basics and then slowly but surely start to move your way up. There's absolutely nothing wrong with doing your basic exercises. I think if you're doing basic exercises but you're pushing yourself, you're getting a full range of motion, you're increasing your weight, you are still going to get an absolutely amazing workout. Alright, so we pretty much covered all of the basics, all of the ones that I feel like are super important for you guys to know. There are just a few more that I wanted to be able to cover with you guys. First and foremost, and I have said this so many forking times, go into the gym with a plan. I think this is so important. I think that especially as you are new into the gym, going in with a plan just helps you feel so guided through your entire workout. I think one of the most stressful parts about going into the gym as a beginner is feeling like you don't belong in the gym, feeling like you're not sure where all of the equipment is, you're not sure how you want to set up your workout, you don't want to be walking around looking like you're aimlessly walking around like you have no idea where you're supposed to be. So by having a plan, having a list of all the different workouts you want to do that day, I just feel like it sets yourself up for success, because then you know exactly what exercises you want to do. You'll be able to locate those machines, locate the equipment you need, and then you'll go bing bang boom in and out through the course of your workout. I feel like some people work really, really well without a plan, but even for myself, someone who is not a beginner in the gym at this point, I love going in with the plan. It is something I think is so important for me. It makes me feel on track. I don't have 3 hours to spend in the gym every single day. So if I want to be able to get in and out in an hour and a half to 2 hours max, I want to make sure I have a nice plan with every single exercise that I want to do. And then that really helps me just get through every single exercise, make sure I'm hitting everything I want to hit that day, and not have to worry about, did I do enough? What should I do? How many exercises am I going to do today? Everything is just planned out in advance. Another one of my tips that I have for all beginners going into the gym, I've shared this so many times, is if you're not already aware, get a general layout of kind of where all the equipment is in your gym. If you haven't already taken a tour of your gym when you do sign up, it's definitely something you want to do. At least give yourself a little lay of the land, or if maybe the first day you're coming in, kind of just walk around a little bit. Take a few minutes just to like survey the scene, make sure you know where all the equipment is, and that way when you are planning your workouts, you're able to be like, okay, I know there's cable machines, I'm going to do this exercise. Okay, I know they have a decline leg press, I can incorporate that, instead of kind of just aimlessly planning your workouts because you're not sure what equipment they have in the gym. So I think it's really, really important to make you feel confident going forward that maybe either before you sign up for the gym or shortly thereafter, you kind of take a little tour of the gym, kind of see where all the equipment is, so you feel comfortable walking in and making sure you have a general idea where all the stuff you'll be using will be. Another big tip that I have is to make sure you have good music playing at all time. This is such a simple thing and something that is probably so obvious, but it really makes such a big difference. And I really feel like whether you have AirPods on or Beats, or you have headphones with wires in them, this can be so important, because when you are listening to music that you like, when you're listening to music that hypes you up, you are going to get a good workout. And yes, most likely your gym is always going to be playing music. There's always going to be something going on overhead. So if you forget your headphones, no big deal, you'll be a-okay. But I always feel like, especially if you're working out by yourself, popping those headphones in, you're in your own little world. You can just zone in, focus, do what you gotta do, work really hard, and then get the heck out of the gym. So I feel like it's just so nice to have those headphones in. For me, it just like locks me into like my own little bubble. I don't have to worry about anyone else around me. So especially when you are new in the gym, you may be a little nervous or self-conscious, just being in that own like little world can really make such a big difference. And then last but certainly not least, and I say this all the freaking time, but I will beat it into your head until you believe me. Two things, they go hand in hand with each other. One, wear whatever the heck you want in the gym. And two, do not worry about what anyone else is thinking about you. First and foremost, wear whatever the heck you want to wear in the gym. If you feel comfortable in a sweatshirt and sweatpants in the gym, wear it. If you feel comfortable in leggings and a t-shirt, wear it. If you feel comfortable in a sports bra and shorts, or a sports bra and leggings, wear it. There is no one in the gym who can make you feel like you are not allowed to dress the way you want to dress. When you feel confident, you are going to get a workout. It is just plain and simple. I believe it to the depths of my core. When I feel good and I feel confident, that is when I have the best workouts. When I feel self-conscious in myself for whatever reason, that is when I can't mentally zone into my workout. So feel good, look good, and you're gonna have a good workout. So wear whatever the heck you want in the gym, no matter what you think is okay or not okay to wear. Wear whatever you want in the gym and don't care about what anyone else is saying about you. And then last, and this goes right along with that, do not worry, nobody is staring at you, nobody is looking at you, nobody is making mean comments about you. That can be such a tough thing to begin to teach yourself as you're going into the gym for the first time. It really does feel like when you first go into the gym, every single person is staring at you, every single person is making comments about you, every single person is looking at you. And while, yeah, maybe they might give you a little look here or there, and you're always gonna get nasty looks from people from time to time, Be in your zone. Remember why you showed up that day. On those days that you feel like everyone's staring at you, zone in on your why. Why did you show up? Why are you trying to better yourself by going into the gym? What I try to remind myself on days when I feel like everyone is staring at me, and trust me, even me, someone who is a personal trainer, works in a gym setting, and feels very confident in a gym, there are some days when I feel like everyone and their mother is staring at me. I don't know why, it just happens. But on those days, I just try to remind myself that every single person in this gym is in here for a reason. They're in here to better themselves in some way, shape, or form. And so I am just going to focus on myself and my workout, and I am not going to allow anyone to interrupt that workout. So often we don't take enough time to take care of ourselves physically or mentally, and that hour and a half or 2 hours that I am in the gym, I am able to focus on myself and my physical and mental health. And I'm not going to let anyone interrupt that time period. I'm not going to let any stares, any negative comments interrupt that bubble of kind of like peace and joy that I am bringing myself when I am working out in the gym. So I encourage you to try to have that same mindset. Remind yourself every single person is coming into the gym for a reason. Every single person is trying to better themselves in some way, shape, or form. So while, yeah, maybe they're giving you a dirty look, it could be for something completely and totally unrelated to you. Zone in, focus on yourself, remember why you are showing up, and don't worry about anyone else. There are always going to be people in this world who are going to judge you, and they're going to say nasty things about you, and you just need to be confident in yourself and why you are showing up for yourself, and that is all that working matters. Okay, thank you. All right, with that being said, I am going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you found this insightful. Going into the gym can be so freaking stressful, but it does not need to be. You have my back, and you have the rest of our backs. Thank you. For those of you who are going into the gym, and there are a lot of new people in your gym, be patient, be kind, be understanding. You are a beginner in the gym at one point or another. Remember how that felt. So even if someone is using an equipment that you always use at 5:05 on Thursdays, too bad, so sad, they are using it. Be patient, be kind, and be understanding. Everyone started as a beginner in some point in their fitness journey. So remind yourself of that. You are not alone. And for those of you who are now dealing with some new people coming into the gym, just be nice. It's not that hard. Just be nice. And with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you found it insightful and informative. I hope it helps you get your booties into the gym and start working on the next best version of yourself. So if you like this video, please make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Y'all already know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that I post. If you guys haven't already, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram for all the other fitness, health, and lifestyle content that I post on there. Happy forkin' 2022, besties. Let's do it. Another year. I get married this year. I get married this year. How freaking wild. Thanks for staying along for the ride during Vlogmas, and I will catch you guys here next time.